Welcome to another Friday session by Concurate. Today we're going to be talking about a topic which is close to everyone's heart over at Concurate, which is internal chatter. So the theme of the discussion is share your internal chatter. All right. So what is internal chatter, you may ask? These are basically everyday stories. So they span basically three aspects. First of all, it can be your discussion with your colleagues, with your leadership, or with your employees on how they're going about their work, something interactive that you've come across, something interesting that you've come across that you're talking with one another inside your organization. Second, it could be some story about how you tackled an internal project, some challenges that you came up with, how you tackled that, and you weave a story around it, and then you share, okay, these were my learnings, these were the challenges that we faced, and how did we approach it, and what is the way ahead. And another way could be these are your observations. For example, some business issue. For example, we at Concurate are a content marketing agencies. So we observe, okay, this is a content approach which works for this specific kind of client. This is an approach to creating a brief, stuff like that. So it can be your observation on how to tackle business issues. Now, internal chatter can be from places that you've never even considered before. We'll talk about our internal chatter later on, but I want to share with you internal chatter from two specific industries, which is football and real estate. Now, mind you, the internal chatter that I'm sharing is not a very buttoned up, suited up kind of way that you're sharing your stories on Twitter or some other way. These organizations that I'm going to be talking about have tied up with Amazon and other TV networks to share their internal stories and build a connect with their fans. So first of all, I want to talk about football. Now, the three juggernauts of English Premier League, Manchester City, Tottenham Hotspur, and Arsenal Football Club, they've basically tied up with Amazon Prime to share their internal stories. So what is happening is that for an entire season, the production team of Prime Video, they install cameras in the training ground, in the stadium, and they follow the players around whatever they're doing. And they share how these players go about their daily life. What are the tactics being discussed? What are they thinking on how they want to, for example, they've lost a match. How do they bounce back from that? What is their winning mentality? So this has been going on for 3 years now. Every season they tie up with a new club, and you see the inner workings of how these clubs approach challenges. For example, they've lost to a bottom club, or for example, a manager is getting fired, which is all too common in football. So you see, like, these are humans and how they approach their tactics, and people relate to them on a very visceral and human level. That, man, like, I never considered that this was something that is happening. And you see, like, what are their personalities off the pitch. So that is one thing in football. Let's talk about real estate. Now, I'm a confessed fan of Ryan Serhant, who's a real estate mogul in New York City. So these are two shows, Million Dollar Listing. It's, I think, on its 11th season now. So in Million Dollar Listing, what basically happens is that all of these real estate moguls have pitched that they want to come on the show, and cameras follow them around as they're going about their deals, how they're interacting with their families, with their business associates, with their employees. Now they're selling $1 million apartments. What is their thinking? Like, how do they go about it? The pressures that they're having to face, that the deal has fallen through or some customer is not happy. So how are they navigating through this entire network of selling multi-million or billion-dollar properties? That happens on Million Dollar Listing New York. Now Ryan Serhant, who is in the blue suit, he was such a star on the original show that the network gave him his own show, which is called Sell It Like Serhant. So in this show, Ryan basically coaches amateur or novice salespersons on how they can improve their sales strategy, how they can improve themselves. He shares his thinkings on you can do this, you can do this. These are the challenges that I'm facing. So throughout the stages, the different sums of money that are involved, he shares his thinking, and he connects with them on a very human level, that I understand this is a challenge that you're going through, and now I'm going to mentor you. So you see what is his thinking as a real estate leader, so to say. Now it works like a charm. I'm sharing two screenshots over here. The first one is from the Tottenham Hotspur movie from Amazon Prime. So basically, there was a clip in which Jose Mourinho, who's the manager, he was sharing his insights with the player that you've got a short career, you need to work hard. These are the tactics that you need to follow. This is how you can shape your career. So you got to see that football is not just about tactics. There's a lot more to it. How do you coach yourself? How do you improve your skill set? Where do you want to take your career to the next level? You see that these people are also progressing in a altogether different realm. But you see like what is their thinking on how they want to improve themselves, upskill themselves, and win more titles. The second one is from Ryan Serrant's show, Sell It Like Serrant. So the people relate to him that man, sales can be so hard. And this was a clip in which Ryan was crying that this deal fell off, and he was sharing his struggles with his wife. So you got to see like what is like, it's not all glitz and glamour in anyone's life. You get to see like what are the struggles that people go through. And it's not about wearing expensive suits and just selling properties just like that. You get to see the struggles and how they're iterating along the way. Now, if you need more proof, here is another one from inside of Concurate. My leadership team, they started sharing their internal stories over on LinkedIn, and we got a whopping 500% increase in total impressions, and the engagements also went through the roof just by sharing one internal story every day on some business challenge that we're facing, some hiring issues that we're facing, or how we're trying to help our clients. So to sum up, invest in internal chatter. How we approach it at Concurate is that we talk about our approach to work. For example, we follow specific strategies to create content. We talk about our attitude to life events. So like maybe we got inked, or we celebrated some personal milestone. So we talk about that, what were our learnings. We talk about our proof of work. For example, we want to share like this is our approach to creating content. We share that. So another thing would be we are facing challenges while hiring quality candidates. We share our challenges and try to connect with other industry people on how they are trying to tackle such issues. And lastly, it would be about pitching people to work with us, because we are being open and transparent on how we approach business. What is our internal philosophy? What is our thinking? So yes, invest in internal chatter. Concurate is a content marketing agency which helps medium-sized enterprises. If you want to level up your content, connect with us and we'll help you strategize a new way forward. Thank you.